Ready?
Well, hello, everybody. It's been a good
Hello.
minute. It's been a good minute.
It's been a couple minutes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you?
I'm at your house.
And I'm
I'm at
not.
Andy's house today. I'm back in Bismarck because I get to adjust patients tomorrow. So I'm super stoked about that. I'm in another chiropractor's office and I get to see a lot of my old, my previous patient,
Former.
former
Yeah.
patients, and touch base with them. So I'm super stoked about that. She's in, she's in Australia doing a conference down there. So she's
Mandy is?
Mandy is. She's
Oh,
across the globe doing a scoliosis training. So
lucky her.
I
Or how
know.
fun.
Yeah, her and her daughters. She got to take her daughters with her.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was great. We had planned this while I was on my trip on the other side of the globe, and she was wanting to go, and I was like, "Well, um, do you need somebody to fill in for you? Because I'm around." And it worked out that it was going to be a win-win for both. So that's
Good.
that's good. So yeah, I am in Andy's house in her basement right now,
Yes, and I'm not.
and you're not
I'm
there.
in my house in Hazen,
Yep.
which that is something fun and new for me, is my house in Bismarck sold. Um, well, it's pending sale, I suppose. Technically, we close on August 1st. So, yeah, I've been living in Hazen now for a couple weeks, staying here. So that's been awesome.
Yeah.
I
And you're
love the
commuting
community of
back and
Hazen.
forth right now.
Commuting when I'm working in Bismarck, I'm commuting back and forth, and love my new community, and I'm very thankful. Um, for this community and for my home here, making my home here with Jerry, and all good things. So, but yeah, so you're at my house and I'm not there. Just
Yeah, I walked in and wasn't met by Deuce,
I know.
and I noticed.
Yeah,
It made me think of
yeah,
him. Um,
yeah.
but yeah,
He's
I
here.
walked in and opened your fridge, grabbed myself a refreshment, and
Good.
yeah, came down to our old podcasting spot.
I I've not opened my fridge for a couple weeks, so hopefully it's not. I mean,
It
I
smelled
don't
good.
even
Like I
know.
didn't
Okay,
notice
good.
anything rank coming out of
Okay,
there.
good. There wasn't much food there to begin with, so but yeah, I haven't even paid any attention to that piece of the house yet as I'm making my exit.
Yeah.
So,
Isn't it funny how we're both kind of at this, like I sold a month before you. So I just sold my house July 1st and you
mm,
August 1st. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy how
how did that feel?
in line we are. Selling it?
Yeah.
It was very easy. Like I felt like everything went very smooth. And the last day I was in there, we had moved all the big furniture out, and I
Hmm.
had a friend come over, and she stuck around for it got late into the night before she left. We were having um just a really good conversation. And so when she left, I went and grabbed some blankets that I had packed and pitched a spot on the floor and
Hmm.
slept on the floor as my last night, for my last night in the house.
Yeah.
And it felt good to wrap it all up. It really did. It didn't feel, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was um sad. Like I shouldn't say sad. Of course it's sad, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
yeah, it was just the next thing for me. It felt like a little like some weight off my shoulders, I would say. Like a
Yes.
home and a mortgage and all that stuff is something that could potentially have kept me from moving forward with even what we're doing with 0 to 10 retreats.
Mhm.
Like it's just the next thing for me, and it felt good to complete it. And I thought about this often while I was moving out the last 2 days because there were some things that were just a little bit um, hairy, And it wasn't a big deal for me, but when there's other people involved helping you, it can be a bigger deal, right?
Hmm.
So I just kept telling myself, you're gonna end this with grace. That's it. Like there are times that that I would push through things to just get it done, and I was like, no, like enjoy, like we're just enjoying this. Like this is good closure. This is great closure. So um, when I honestly, it was a bed that left last, and I was able to shut the garage door, and I was all packed up, and I drove off, and I drove off, and I got to see my neighbor right before I left, and we gave a big hug, and just felt like really, really good closure for everything. It was
Good.
nice. Yeah, yeah. And then my realtor is just a gem, and she knew what was going on, and she gave me a little discount on stuff in a way, and
Oh,
yeah, and it brought my what I wanted for the house to that point,
oh,
and
good.
a huge it just everything just felt really, really good and the way it needed to be. So all of that went to a student loan, and it's just we're just crushing these chains that are holding things back. So it was good. Felt good. How about you? How's everything feeling?
Well, first of all, I want to say, I loved your home.
I loved my home. I loved
Yeah,
my home.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I love my home
yeah.
that I'm leaving too. It's served me very well for the last almost 8 years of my life. And um, what I loved about that home was number one, how like the big windows, so much light in that house. That house represented light to me, I think, is the biggest thing.
Uh,
Light and space and um yeah, I loved my home. But what I've learned um over the years, I've moved way more in my life than I ever would have. When I was 20 years old, if you'd have told me how many times I was going to move, I wouldn't have believed you. Um, so what I've learned is that it really is true that home is where your heart is, right?
right. Oh yeah.
So yeah, as much as I've loved many of the homes I've lived in, um, home is where your heart is. And
Mm-hmm.
so my heart right now is in Hazen here with Jerry, and I'm very, very happy to be here. So it no, it won't be like you said, it is sad maybe leaving a home a little bit,
Yeah.
but very also very freeing and very yeah, it's just forward motion. That's all it is.
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree. Like my house brought so much growth and so much honestly healing there that I
Hmm.
didn't even know I needed per se. But it provided a safe place for me to do that.
Yes, me too.
And I don't know if any home besides my like where I grew up has felt quite as inspirational as the one that I was just in. Yeah.
I can
And
see that.
yeah, and it was yeah, I wouldn't change that for the world. And I know like when I left, I actually wrote a poem about it, which maybe I need to share it at some point. But it was like it was somewhere where that I first off didn't know I needed, and it brought almost some confidence in being lighter. Like it's okay to be light. It's okay to be free. Like some things that it just I don't know. I was right by the water, so that was a big thing. The view for me, just spending time on my deck and whatnot. I had a lot of very alone, intimate time with myself, um, and it was a place I was excited to come home to, like from work or from hanging out with friends or whatever. I was very excited to stay in my house. Like I didn't want to stay somewhere else. I wanted to be there pretty often, and it was wonderful. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what type of person purchased your home? Was it a family or
Yes.
do you have any idea?
All I know is they have grandkids and they were excited
Oh,
to have beach access for that, which I think they were on the water prior, but they didn't have a beach, and this has a beach to it. So they were really excited about that. I think, and I did this a lot, but my bedroom and kitchen, they were all on the same floor. My laundry was all there. I did go to the basement. That's where I worked out in my sauna and all that stuff, but I mostly spent time on that main floor. So
Mm,
that's probably 60s, I would say, somewhere 60, yeah, 65-ish probably. And it was a couple, and no kids in the house right now. They were just them two, but I know they were excited about the water, and they have a boat. They'll be able to do the water well. That's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Minus my boat story, like I don't know.
Minus your what boat story?
Yes. You remember my boat story?
A little,
I,
I mean, I remember that you had a boat.
I had a boat for a whole summer and I journaled on it, and that's it. I turned it on maybe once, and then yeah. Um, I thought that I could be a boat girl, but I can be a rider of boats. I don't think I am one to be the boater as of now in my life anyway.
You're not the captain,
I'm
not
not
the
the
captain of the
captain,
ship.
not the captain. You know what? And even a girlfriend gave me a captain's hat, and just never did make it. I didn't hold up to that criteria or whatever. Never wore
Well,
the captain's hat.
the river that we live on is not an easy water to navigate.
No, no. And I wouldn't have had to. I could have just went into the bay and
Yes.
I
Yeah.
could have done that probably. We had this crazy storm and I don't remember how many inches it rained that year, but it was like a stupid amount of rain and the boat held all that water and it was like sunk down in the back. So I had to I scooped it all out with a ice cream bucket. Like it was
Your hands.
yeah. Yes, seriously. I was happy to see that it was still afloat. That was a big thing. So that was a win. But yeah, I didn't ever take it out and I had just put it in the universe that I wanted to be have a boat that summer and I got a free
And you
boat.
had one.
I got a free boat for the summer. Maybe I
Yeah.
needed to change that to I want to captain a boat this summer.
Right.
But then I might not have got my own boat. I don't know. Anyway, it was funny. It's comical. And my dad, he's like, knew it wasn't probably going to be the best idea from the get-go. And he was kind of right. When it came to anything wrong with it, like I couldn't start it. I was like, I don't. And then once it was dead, it was done. Like I could, I didn't have the things to go and make it happen to charge it or whatever. And it wasn't a priority for me that
Yeah.
summer. But it was nice. It was a good test of faith, and I got my boat. So these guys they'll be out on the water, so that'll be good for
Good.
them. Yes. What do you
Good.
know? Do you know anything about yours?
I know that they're from Georgia.
Oh, wow. Moving to
And
Bismarck.
yeah, they're moving to Bismarck. I don't know if they already live here and they're just buying a house. I don't think so. I think that well, I mean, they're here.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know many details. You know, they don't love to tell you things, right? About.
No, it's kind of a weird thing, honestly. And
Hmm.
I understand why, but I was talking to a friend and he's from Europe and he's like, we don't do it like that over here. Like you meet them and hand the house over to them. And I I can kind of see that being
Yeah.
nice, especially like I loved my house, right? Like so I wanted to and then of course I'm driving off and I'm like, oh, I meant to write them a little note and put it in the drawer and I didn't do it. So
Yep.
if you think about doing that, do it.
I've already have it planned what I would like, what I'm
Yeah.
going to say, and
I guess I could
um,
always mail it to them. I know the
that's a
address.
great idea. It's a great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know their address.
that's right. I got it.
I mean, no, I think that's a great idea. I do think it's a little odd that we're not that we, but I mean, again, I understand why that's a thing too. But you know, there's so many things as I'm moving that I just think to myself, I wonder if they would like me to leave this for them, you know, rather than me, you know, like I had bought a cabinet that fits like it's probably honestly like maybe this wide that fits just in between the toilet and the counter in the bathroom, but it's like long and tall, so it gave me space to put all my skincare stuff, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I going to use it for? I'm not going to bring it here. I could sell it for, whatever, 20 bucks or so.
$5.
I know. I'm like, I wonder if they would just I mean, should I just leave it there for them? I wish I could just text them and say, hey, do you want this? Or whatever. But,
Yeah.
and I'm sure I could ask my realtor, but there's just things where you think, wonder if they would like this, or wonder if they want me to do this or whatever. And maybe not everybody thinks that way, but, um, I'm excited to have someone hopefully love my home as much as I have. So I'm
Same.
the only person that's lived there, so
Oh,
I
you were
feel,
the first time in this
yeah,
house.
yep. So I feel like,
Shit.
I
Okay.
hope I left some good energy there for them and some good feels.
Yeah.
So,
That was very important for me as well. Like as I was leaving and, blessing the house, honestly, like just as I was walking through it, because I want it to be great for someone else too. And I want that for my neighbors as well. Like
mm,
I had great, great neighbors,
yeah,
great people around me. So I, you know, I didn't want any, I don't know, icky stuff around. Like it's
yeah,
just good stuff as I left. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It was quite all these different life experiences like this one and, moving out. I've moved every 2 years practically since I moved to Bismarck. And even here, I guess I was living with a lady, like a friend of my grandma's. I lived with her first when I first moved here. And then, yeah, every 2 years I moved after that. So that was like 1 year. And then I got a house, so 2 years. And then I moved in with a friend,
Yeah.
sold the house, and then I moved to Linton, and then I moved back. Yeah, I seriously, I've only been here 10 years, but actually 11. It's 11 years this year since I've been here. Crazy. How long we've talked about this, but I think I've known you for 9 at least.
We would have met
8.
in 20 um probably 18, right around, like somewhere in 2018, I think,
Okay.
is when I started going to some of those
Network.
networking events.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Funny. So, what's it like when you come back here? Um, do you just go through the motions of work, or do you feel like you still have, a personal life here as well? Or actually, is there a difference? There really isn't, but you know what I mean.
That's interesting. No, I mean, yeah, just going through the motions, probably not, that's not the right way to say it,
Yeah.
but because, oh
You're an
gosh,
intentional person. I know you don't do that, but
well, and Karma Vita is my business, and I'm there less and less,
yeah,
just because of circumstances right now, but I love being there,
yeah,
you know. So, but I mean, I'm not really in Bismarck anymore, so it's hard. I'm not social there at all anymore.
yeah,
Um, and again, just the place I'm at right now, I'm not really social at all. Um,
yeah.
so, and that's okay. That's all right with me. Well, we're gonna be social tomorrow night,
We
which
are. I
I,
cannot wait to dance. Like I am just like I might wear the cowboy hat. I just don't know. I don't know
well,
how wild I want to get, but
yeah, and see,
I'm so
that's not
excited.
me. That's not me, but that's okay. I might just sit in the tent and just watch you dance or something,
We got to let it
but
cool down a little bit
oh
before I
my
can
gosh,
go
right?
and let one loose. Yeah. I've
Right.
I've been I've I danced at my brother's wedding a couple of weeks ago. But not a lot until like towards the end. They were playing songs that you could just kind of dance on your own too.
Hmm.
And I was like, this is great. Like I just loved it.
Hmm.
I'm a dancer, but
Yeah, I'm not so much, but um I am looking forward to it. I was talking to Jerry about it last night, and it's like I'm um at this point in my life, and it's been this way for a while, I'm only enticed to go out if it's somebody that I want to spend time with. So you, Hannah, Caroline, I look forward to seeing them. Hannah's gonna have a baby any minute, it sounds, I think, right? So
right, that's
that'll
true.
be interesting.
It'll
And
be
I
a
know
good
I'll
like
see
country
people
fest.
there. It'll be fun. I mean, it'll be fun, but I mean, if if I have to be really, I haven't probably stepped out. Jared and I have gone out with some friends here and there for dinner, but I think, how old are you? I always forget. What are you,
I'm
38,
37.
37?
Hmm.
I think it's just the older you get and just different places in life, I'm just so content to be at home. I'm just
Yeah,
so content to be at home. And I think Jared, when he's feeling better, he's much more social than, he likes to go, but he doesn't, we're not huge goer outers. So
yeah,
we go out and then we come home.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, yep. And
So he's got actually got, there's an all school reunion here this weekend. So we're hoping to get with his classmates on Saturday during the day. They have a gathering for just the classes, so his class is meeting in a specific place and he's really looking forward to that. I am too, meeting so many of his friends and so that'll be fun. I don't know if we'll partake in much of the other activities, but so we'll get to be a little social this weekend.
that's
Twice in
nice.
one weekend for me. That's kind of big.
That's huge. That's
It's
big.
huge.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
yeah, in Bismarck, it's funny how things just shift too.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you know what I've noticed though is that even through all, I've been gone for 5 months before
Hmm.
here, and like just being able to pick up where you left off.
Yes.
And that just means so much to me. Like,
Yes.
'cause it is really hard to, keep texts going and all that stuff. That's just not me. Like if I think of somebody, I'll message them. I don't even need a response. It's more like, hey, I thought of you today. I hope you're doing well and whatever, something like that. Or I heard a song or whatever. Um, those things, that they do mean a lot, and but it's I don't know. I'm okay with just like, hey, let's grab some lunch or whatever, and maybe I only see them once a year, but I have some long distance friends that I've, kept since childhood, right? And that's the way we are too. Like it's just it feels good like when we all have a moment to get together, we try. Um and there's no pressure on it and it's just good. And I feel like I wasn't sure how that was going to be. And people told me to trust it, that it's going to be fine. But in my mind, I'm like, these are my people. Like if I leave, like they're going to forget about me. And it has not been the case at all. And just so thankful for that.
That's not how it works at a certain point in life, I think, right? It's
Right.
like, um, I remember a long time ago being when I was much younger, and maybe you harbored resentment towards somebody if you didn't hear from them for a while, or you didn't understand when they didn't put effort in or whatever. But as you get older and you have children and they have children and jobs and life and things happen, and you just understand that, you know, um, if you really care about someone and you just love them where they're at and for who they are, doesn't matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you talk every day or if you talk, once a year, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. My aunt told me that once. She's really good at just randomly sending, like, I'll get cards from her every once in a while. And she doesn't call to say, did you get the card? Or, nothing like that. It's just out
Hmm.
of pure, like, love and
Hmm.
whatnot. And she told me this one. She's like, be the one that invites them over. Like,
Yes.
if it's bothering you that you're not seeing people, that's on you. Like, invite people over
Yeah.
if that's the case, if that's the problem. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's okay to be that person.
Yeah. It's never bothered me, really.
Yeah.
Like I've never been the one. I don't. I will be the one that reaches out because I don't care. And if you say no, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
just don't care.
Right.
I really don't.
Right. No,
Yeah.
it's very, um,
Well, I'm
very,
glad you had that experience with your Bismarck Mandan
yeah, no, it's been really good.
group.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm excited for the new Bismarck Mandan people that I'm going to meet. Like, because I just feel like it's just, yeah, we're just enjoying, enjoying the time wherever I'm at. Like, I
Mhm.
really feel like that has shifted a bit. And granted, I have less responsibilities right at the moment. So I do understand that chapter, but, Yeah,
Have you noticed now that you're 6, 7 months into your 2025 journey? Have
yeah.
you noticed now people are less confused as than they were when you first kind of stated what you were going to be doing? Are they more like accepting of like, oh, well, this is what it looks like now, and she's doing great, and she's just doing her thing? And not that you had a ton of resistance, but I know people were like, what, people were
Yeah.
confused, like,
Like,
what are you
yeah, for
doing?
sure.
Why are you doing it? And has
Um,
that changed a little bit?
it has, but I still can't answer the question of what are you doing?
Yeah. Do
You
people
know, like,
really ask you that?
yeah, so what are you up to now, And
Oh, yeah.
not in like a bad way, and I'm like, I'm not I'm just hanging out, I'm going with the flow. I'll say that, or I take it day by day. Well, right now I'm moving out of my house. And right now I'm, like whatever's kind of going on. Well, I'm actually headed to Colorado or whatever. Um just kind of take it for what is really happening right now, because
Mhm.
I am not 100% sure how that's all going to move through, and I'm trying really, really hard because it's in my brain. It's a little bit ingrained, so I'm like cleaning it out, right? That when they ask you, what are you up to, that I jump to career. Like my brain is like,
Sure.
goes there, and it's like, no, like even when I still have a career, like I still do, but I don't necessarily need to go to start talking about job,
Hmm.
stuff. Like, I go to, yeah, more of like a freelance type of conversation. Like, this is what I'm up to right now, and, you know, go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting how it took a little bit, and that was an insecurity of mine. That wasn't what other people were even thinking, but it was an
Good.
insecurity of mine. It was like, hey, like you can answer that however you want to. Like,
Hmm.
and if what do you do for work? Then that's a whole different deal, but that's a completely different question. And
Hmm.
I need to be aware of that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
That's a good
so
point.
it's good. It's been good. It's been home is nice. I like the ranch is nice. I like staying there.
Good.
Yep. All the open spaces you would ever want. Right there.
That's that feels good.
You'll have to come see me sometime there.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would love that.
that would be fun. Be fun.
Maybe
So
we can
yeah,
divert. We're driving to Arizona next week.
you are.
Yeah, we're leaving on Friday the 18th.
Okay.
We're driving
Why
down.
why the drive versus the flight?
We're gonna bring the Jeep down, and Jerry's got a vehicle that we're gonna leave down there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then his son is driving his truck with us, so we can
Okay.
take some things down there. And so we'll take two vehicles down and we'll take one back.
Cool. How long do you get to spend?
We want to be back by the following Friday evening
Got it.
at some point. So not, I mean, it'll be, but at least it won't be, what did somebody call it? Turn and burn. It won't, at least we won't have to turn and burn.
Is
So,
is that house furnished there?
hmm,
Okay. So it's
yeah,
like move-in ready, like the beds are there and stuff. So
yeah.
that's
And
kind of
again,
nice
it
for
is
now.
nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's
Nice.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. And I don't know, like it's not written like everything that we saw is there. I don't, they just said it comes as is kind of thing. So I'm not exactly sure what will all be there, but who cares?
Yeah. Right. No, that's gonna be
I
nice.
don't care.
Is this the first time you get to stay in this house?
Yeah.
Ah, yay.
Yeah,
That's so
I
fun.
know. So yeah, maybe we could drive down that way. I don't know, we don't have a plan. We don't have a specific plan in
Yeah.
place. We're
That's
kind of going with
totally
the
fine.
flow. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Very cool.
yeah,
That's great. That's good. I'm
be
trying to think
interesting.
of what all you would drive through, but you could go a really boring route, probably, or you could go a pretty awesome route. Either way.
Well, So Jerry's in-laws have a home in Arizona, so they've driven down there for how many years? Many, many, many years. They usually drive down the beginning of the year and then, you know, so they have a vehicle. So I know there's a couple different routes that they prefer. So we'll
Yeah.
probably look at those. But we drove years ago, we drove down to Reno and we drove down through like I think we went through through Montana, Idaho, and then south.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I will tell you, there were parts of that trip that were painfully boring, painfully boring. Like all you saw was nothing, for miles and miles and miles. But when we came back, we came up through Wyoming and South Dakota, and that was great.
Got it. Yeah, there's a bit there. And it's so green this year. Like things just
Yeah,
look good this year
yeah,
for
yeah,
quite a stretch. Like I came, 3 hours this morning to get here. But then even when you go south, like they've been getting rain too. I mean, everything is just so green and it's July 7th. Sometimes it's completely brown here by now and
you're
it's
right.
it's been wonderful
It has been
full
wonderful.
year. Yeah.
It has been. It's been a beautiful summer. It really has
Yeah.
for us. I know some other places of the country have had
Oh, yeah.
some things, but we've been very well. I guess we had a tornado. I guess that wasn't good either. We've had some of that destruction stuff too, but for the most part, we've had a beautiful year. So a lot to
Good.
be thankful for.
Yeah.
Are we needing to wrap it up?
Probably. People are probably like, okay, my trip is done. I need this to be done. So yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Well, nice to touch base.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Um, we're probably going to be a little bit more impromptu with things over the next however long
Who
and
knows?
who knows. But yes, it was
But
good
we go with
to
the flow. So
yeah.
the flow takes us here today, and
Yeah,
it's nice to see your face.
same.
And I'll
Same,
see you
same.
tomorrow.
Yes. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay,
Okay.
talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.